So, my friends, we are living in strange times. I apologize if this is a noisy video. I'm doing it from the car as things are breaking. We have one Trump supporter shot as a group of protesters stormed the Capitol building and actually stopped the certification of votes, the ceremonial confirmation of Joe Biden that was to take place today. It has been very surreal watching some of this. I am a conservative. I was a Trump supporter. I believe there was election fraud. I don't believe it was quite as widespread as people have said, but I do think the mail-in voting system was compromised. I don't really understand the purpose of the protests today. I mean, we realize that there are 75 million Trump supporters. 75 million people voted for President Trump, and we are a bitterly divided country. But I guess if we look at one thing, the protester did what they wanted to do, even if for a moment in time they stopped the confirmation of Joe Biden. I don't really know as a country where we go from here. The good thing is, I don't think anybody is prepared for a civil war, and that's really the only next step. You have a lot of Republicans, rhinos, Republican in name only, who are seeking to solidify and protect their political career. You have many that actually went out on the line and said, we object. And the only thing that President Trump had ever asked was for another vote, but we knew that was never going to happen. But at this point, the races are lost in Georgia, and if the next step is not some sort of fighting, which I don't want there to be, what is the purpose of the protesting other than to show anger? And I think it did that. I pray that no one else is hurt. I pray that we can heal as a country. I do not think we're going to do that under a Biden presidency. But the thing that I've talked to family about who are concerned is the public will never allow the country to completely, fundamentally change. Conservatives still control the Supreme Court. Now, granted, the Democrats could pack the court. That'll have to wait and see on that. There's going to be a lot of shock and awe coming from the Biden presidency. Day one, there is talk of maybe 100 resolutions happening. But I am willing to give this new administration at least the benefit of the doubt, and when they show me I can't trust them, I won't. This is not the president I wanted. It is a very radical administration. But we live in a society that is governed by laws. There were things that the president wanted of Mike Pence today, by Vice President Mike Pence, that were not possible. And I know many of you may disagree with me on these things, but I'm in reality. I'm not in bravado and continuing to beat the drums of things that we can't prove. And if you can't prove it, where are we? I think there was a lot of people that jumped on the bandwagons and the lawsuits and to keep this going in the press and to keep their name out there because they want to sell a book or, any number of things. I'm proud of those protesters that did go and stated their opinions, showed what they believed in. But those that are committing violence or putting themselves or police officers or elected officials in harm's way, it's not right. I do hope we come to our senses. I do hope that we learn that we need moderates. Moderates on all sides. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and God bless our country.